What is going on, guys? DBG here, and I'm just going to be talking about the game mode that I think will completely change the way everyone plays NBA 2K My Team. I think the salary cap game mode is going to completely change the way My Team is played, and in my opinion I think it will be for the better. So anyway, I'm just going to be talking over some game footage, and I'm sorry that I can't go through these players on the console. I'm fairly certain my PS4 is just after breaking, it literally just won't turn on. Hopefully it comes back to life in a couple of days, otherwise I'm 400, 500 euro down the drain getting a new one for 2K18. But yeah, that's annoying, but the show must go on. If we could hit 350 likes on this video, that would be insane. And if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. I upload My Team content pretty much every single day. Well, not pretty much every single day. Every single day since December 24, 2016. But we're currently in a bit of a bad patch right now. So, screw it. As I said before, the show must go on. So I'm just going to look at some random squad in 2K Empty Center right now. This would have been an ultimate god squad in NBA 2K17 My Team. As you can see, this guy has got 198, 298, 4, I can't even count right now. He's got 498 overalls and the rest pink diamonds. To be honest, there's better teams than this. So yeah, this is probably the best team now. Finally, I've got probably the best team. Like, if you have a look at this team, it probably costs about, realistically about 15 million minimum MT. So you can see there's a couple of 98 overalls. These guys were all, as we know, the intangibles rating, they were all hidden pink diamonds. So all of these guys were usable in the one team. And this team would, like, if you're anyway decent at the game, you would kill everybody with this team. It was that good. This team was incredible. But the thing is, in 2K18, that's gonna change. No longer can you use all the best players in one team, in this game mode anyway. You have to play with a salary cap. And the salary cap is not only based on the players overall, which I think is kind of a little bit weird, it's also based on how often they're going to be used. So popularity is a big deal. So for that reason, as we saw in the developer diary, Lonzo Ball costs more to play than Markelle Fultz. That's going to happen because Lonzo Ball is going to be way more popular than Markelle Fultz. But the thing is, it's like, how often are 2K going to adjust these like price ranges? Is it going to be every week, every month? Or what is it? So there's going to be random players that suddenly people find, random hidden gems that people use that are going to be extremely good. And you can't nerf them straight away. Is it with every update, or what's the story? You're going to have to change your team constantly. You're going to have to do a lot of things. I don't know how this game mode is going to work out, to be honest. Because, say for example, if the salary is 1500 MT. And you've got your 1500 MT team there. And all of a sudden the update comes and that team suddenly worth 2K points or whatever it is. And all of a sudden you can no longer use half your players. You have to completely change your team week after week. It's interesting. And it also means the players' values on the market are going to change a lot, which is really kind of weird. So you have, for example, this card here. This is one of the perfect examples, and it's Malcolm Brogdon. If you guys see this card stats, this card stats is incredible. Like 3,600 total attributes for a Ruby card. And then you compare him to Manu Ginobili, the diamond card. So yeah, like overall, nearly 100 stats more for Malcolm Brogdon. So Brogdon's probably as good, if not better card than this Ginobili. But the thing is, look at this. Malcolm Brogdon, 700, 850. While realistically he's a lot more than that, you could probably pick up a Brogdon for 1000 MT. And it costs about close to 100k at least for Ginobili. So you see cards like this that have no market value because they're packed so often. What happens if his like overall value for the salary cap starts off at like 150 because no one really uses them? But then all of a sudden people realize how good the card is. So on the market itself, because it's the best card for say 150 points towards your salary cap, his price in the market goes way up. So everyone wants this card. And then all of a sudden, when people start using the card and 2K bring in an update, his price goes up in the salary cap, meaning he's got less value on the market, meaning that everyone who had purchased them now has this card that's just average and is actually they paid way over the odds for it. So it's going to change the way the whole market dynamics work. You're going to actually have to buy players at certain times. So say for Brogdon, you can buy him when he's high on the salary cap thing, because that'll mean he's going to be lowest in the market value. The higher they are in the salary cap, the lower they are in the market value. The best cards to buy on the market are the cards that give you the best bang for your salary cap. And for that reason, with the constant fluctuation in salary cap, you're going to have to predict what 2K are doing. You're going to have to start looking at what teams other people are using and start to kind of predict a little bit the way the market's going to run. It's going to be very confusing and a lot of people are going to hate it. But it's going to change the game in a way that you have to think more. You could lose out on millions of MT throughout the year doing this. Honestly, you could lose out on millions of MT just not thinking. Paying way over the odds for players because they've got low salary caps, and then all of a sudden, when the salary gets bumped, they no longer fit into your salary cap team. So it's kind of just really just almost awkward in a way, but at the same time, I do think it's quite good. But the thing is that I really like about it. So if you guys look at this tier right here, the most useless tier in the history of my team, NBA 2K17 silvers. Every single silver can be purchased for 500 MT. Like literally, you can't sell silver cards. It is impossible to sell silver cards in my team. And for some reason, 2K decided to lower the discard value from 800 MT to 150. So obviously, silvers are the most packed cards in packs. So the overall value of every pack dropped significantly. You could now discard all your cards for I don't know, 350 MT, whereas it used to be 1000 MT. And if you sold all your cards and it was a silver that you picked up, you'll be lucky to sell the silver, and 2, you're getting maximum 1000. Whereas if you sold the silver, you'd be getting 2000 back in 2K16, 2K15, and obviously there was nothing in 2K14. So the discard value thing kind of destroyed the entire market for silvers. It also lowered the effective value of every single pack. It's something that I brought up constantly, and nobody seemed to understand it. But the average value of every pack was much lower last year than every other year, because there was a lot of packs where you could have, obviously with your silver cards, every single one of them go for 500. Most of these packs you were getting back a max of 750, 800 MT for the 3 grand MT for the 5k VC you're spending. You're making a big loss on average on every pack. But the thing is that I think silver cards are going to be one of the most important tiers in my team. Obviously, you look at the bronzes. You look at bronzes and you think, are there any ones that are absolute beasts in this game? Not really. Thonmaker was a god. Caboclo was good. And apart from that, not really anything special. Kilpatrick was decent because he was fast. But look, you look at silver cards, however. You've got Brandon Ingram, who was a beast, 6'10" wing, could run a bit, could shoot a bit, could drive. He was a beast. Malcolm Brogdon's Moments card was a beast. Jonathan Simmons' Moments card was a beast. Collie Stein was an absolute tank. Look at his speed, 85 speed for a silver center. And then you've got Marquise Chris's Moments card. You've got a lot of these cards. Juan Hernan Gomez was one of the best shooters I've ever used in my team. He was an absolute tank. But these guys were basically useless this year, because obviously silver cards were useless in the grand scheme of things in my team. There was no reason to ever use them in a team. But next year with the salary cap, I think it's going to be a really important tier, because there's so many silvers that no one even looked at, to be honest. Obviously there was ones like Levine, Nerlens Noel, who everyone got in the starter packs that everyone used. But did you really see anyone using this card here? Willie Cauley-Stein? This card could honestly, obviously against God squads you haven't a chance, but if you're playing against rubies, you could use this guy as your center. Cards like this are going to be extremely high valued, the best silver cards in 2K18 for a small period of time. Obviously when the market adjusts and all of a sudden they notice everyone's using a silver Cauley-Stein, everyone's using a bronze Cauley-Stein, whatever way they rate them, they're obviously going to push them up in salary value, meaning they're going to be a little bit cheaper and not as effective. But then what happens? You just find a new player to use. There's always going to be things like that. They can't just bump everyone up. So there's always going to be exploits. There's always going to be great players for certain prices, and other players don't get used and they get moved back down. So cards like this are going to be extremely effective. But why this will change my team? This will make everyone have to think about what players they're using in every team. You're gonna have to strategize a lot more, and they're gonna actually, while obviously people are gonna look at YouTube My channel, I think, is going to do really well because I'm going to be doing a lot of this. But people are going to be looking on YouTube for the best players at each budget. Which also means that I think it's going to be so much more fun because you get to try out new players constantly. You get to see what good cheap players are good. You get to see so much other things. You get to use players you never would have used otherwise. You get to just basically do more in my team. You're going to get a lot more out of my team, and it's not just going to be whoever gets the diamond players first is going to have the best record. Whoever gets pink diamond, Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley is going to beat you every single time. It's more tactical. It's going to be more fun. Who knows? Like, I played really well with Emerald Darius Miles. I know a lot of people hated him, but that's the thing. You find cards like that you really like. And while I'm getting crucified for using them this year, cards like Reggie Lewis that people hate, cards like that are going to be so important to everyone to use. And I think it's honestly going to be very positive for NBA 2K18, my team. So anyway, that's the video. Sorry about not really being able to show it on the console. I'm fairly sure my PS4 is broken right now. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.